Me, I hope my funeral's as good as this. Sorry. I have to break the tension somehow, sorry. I want to start out by saying a big thank you, Mr. President, I've been told to call you. And also to Paul for, inviting me this evening. No matter who I've spoken to, everybody always tells me what an honour this evening is, and I think we could all agree it's always better to be on the right side of the press. But I've always valued that, and I've always sort of looked at my role as an opportunity to tell a narrative and work together to build the picture of possibilities for scores of girls and women up and down the country that hopefully could see what people like myself and players and commercial directors, which Carly will become one day, that they aspire to be the very things that I never got the opportunity to be. I couldn't relate to that. I didn't have any female role models bar my mum. And by the way, Mum, you're the best one anyway. And I remember them moments. We all know I'm a Chelsea fan through and through, but I had a small love for Tottenham Hotspur as well growing up. But that was back in the day. But I aspired to be Glenn Hoddle growing up because you certainly couldn't be Fran Kirby or Carly Telford. I couldn't even believe that was there to be seen. The first real inspirations and role models in the women's game was the US women's national team. And of course, I'll be absolutely delighted come the end of the year to get the chance to lead a wonderful football nation. But for now, I think I want to say a big thank you, first of all, to my family. And I'll say this without crying. I definitely couldn't have done any of this without your support, so thank you. I remember back in the days, I'm from the Yellow Flats in Camden, which is not too far from here, and I remember my dad, when he was a very prestigious, established ticket tout, and we used to drive to the Landmark Hotel when he dropped some tickets off to American clients. And I used to sit outside and think, that's a posh hotel. I'd love to stay there one day. Well, here I am. I think it's important, first of all, to start with thanking you, Vic. My first coaching role model was a young player coming through Arsenal and watching the standards you drove day in, day out at a time when, when I think about what I've achieved as a coach, you achieved significantly more, but you taught me the most important and fundamental values that were important to team, and that was family, and that look after your players, look after your people, and that all the rewards will come from that. And I thank you because even as an assistant coach at a time when we were competing for the quadruple, I never forget that moment when Arsene Wenger wouldn't let you come to a game because you had a men's game somewhere, and we took the team to Russia. And I remember ringing you before the game and you said, let's play Jane Ludlow at the back. And I said, I don't think she'll do very well there, Vic. I'm going to play Kira there. And you said, no, it's not going to work. I said, I think it will. And he said, it better. Because if you come home and lose that game, I said, it's not going to happen. Anyway, we played the Russian champions, Rosie Yankee, in this stadium where there were soldiers sat either side, stamping their guns. And Julie Fleeting, our striker at the time, plus Kelly Smith put the team in a commanding 5-1 lead, and there was me gloating at the side of the pitch when all of a sudden our goalkeeper Emma Byrne decided to chuck the ball in the back of the net to make it 5-2. She did it again, it was 5-3. And at 5-4, the centre-back that I had proposed to put centre-back took an elbow in the nose. It splattered everywhere. I might add, Russia gave her the best nose job I've ever seen. But at 5-4, I felt myself shrinking on the touchline, thinking about the ramifications of coming home with that. Thank goodness we held on at 5-4, and the team came back. We had a semi-final, then go on and win the quadruple in some of my most memorable days. And you taught me a lot about humility beyond winning. And I thank you for being such a great teacher, and your words and your friendship for me and my family meant the absolute world. So thank you for that, Vic. I think I'll say to everybody in the room, I can sit here and see all those great achievements, but trust me, there was millions of setbacks and failures and millions of days strung out, tired, a lot of setbacks, a lot of crying, a lot of great people that helped guide me there and took me to the most amazing football club in Chelsea. And I've had 11 plus years being a part of a family and building a culture and an infrastructure and hopefully an industry, or influencing an industry to expect the very best for girls and women. And I wouldn't change a single day. And when I listen to Fran and Carly speak, all I keep thinking of the very, very challenging times you have as a coach and an athlete. You know, that it's not always rosy, as Fran said, and there are tough moments, whether it's cutting players, whether it's selling them, whether it's benching them. But I've always wanted to do it with a degree of humanity, because I think it's important. No one wants to work for an arsehole. It's true. And I say that because we have a choice, and nothing gives me more pride than watching these women go on to be what they are beyond their football careers and see the leaders that have become. I want to thank all the people I've worked with, the staff I've worked with at Chelsea in particular. Some of you have had to put up with my crap for so long. You deserve a medal for that many times over. And I think beyond, there's so many people I want to thank, but I especially want to make a mention beyond my agent who's in the room, an amazing, beautiful person, Jo Tung. I want to talk about the amazing women that have done incredible things across broadcasting, across press, not just the WSL press pack, but all of you in this room, and I see you. You've done lots of amazing things. It's great to see such a diverse room. I was absolutely terrified to see a stuffy room, and I'm delighted it's the opposite. All you amazing women, you've done amazing things, and I've loved working with you. Keep demanding, keep pushing. Even though there's dark days, remember you're all beautiful and you're all brilliant. Of course, I would have forgotten someone. But I want to say thank you to my dad, my most amazing person. And without him, I wouldn't be here. So up there, please lift a toast to my dad. I love you. I miss you. Thank you for making me, with my mum, the person I am. And thank you all very much for your kind words. Thank you.